Ever since 2020 and COVID, doesn't something just feel off? People are way more rude to each other, and it feels like every single day there's a new war starting, and we have less freedom. So I'm just going to talk about the things I've actually noticed lately, and what I'm actually doing about them. And the first is the wars basically every day. Isn't that just insane? And the fact that because people aren't getting bombed or just fighting a war right in front of us, it feels very detached and emotionless because it's like something we're all used to. If North Korea just bombed, South Korea, I mean, it just feels like, it's just another normal thing that goes on. I'll just be like, okay, I just feel as insane as it actually is. And it's made me, every single day hearing about this, it's just been so negative. I mean, everything on the news, because they just want views, already is negative, but when it's like wars and people dying, it's like when you hear about that and read about that, it just ruins your day. And so what I've actually done is I've just been tuning out and I've cut all news off, because a lot of it, I mean, I just don't even know. I mean, a guy dying in a car crash, that's terrible, but I just don't need that in my day. I mean, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna, I can't re-erect him or revive him or something. So it's just like another negativity added onto my day. So I've stopped listening to politics and podcasts, and it's saved me not only so much time, but so much bandwidth to be thinking about YouTube or, being in the gym or whatever. And so honestly, maybe I see that as a benefit. The second is, whenever you go somewhere, I swear people used to smile a whole lot more. Like just yesterday, I went to pick up this poster I bought, and I went to pay, my item at the cashier. And I said, "How are you?" And she looked like she was about to actually fall asleep. She just said, "Good." And she had no energy. And I mean, she maybe had a long day, but this happens everywhere I go. And it's such a small thing, but I just notice it every single day. So it kind of adds up and it becomes this thing you just notice. And it's like everyone's kind of got this vibe where they've given up on their dreams or something. Or like life just become really hard. And I guess a big proponent is how expensive everything has gotten. And that's just, destroy a lot of people's motivation, and it's people just complain about that all the time. As well as people are a lot more germphobic, like, they're like more standoffish, they'll stand a few meters away from you when you're waiting in line, and there's hand sanitizer everywhere. And it's just like we're in some type of dystopia now, and everyone just hates you. And luckily, I feel like because I have YouTube and a passion and a lot of my friends who are chasing their dreams, it feels like we're happy all the time. And I feel like that's been a huge, defeater against that. Every time I talk to the cashier, even if they like they're destroyed, I'm always happy. And every single part of my day, even though sometimes, I don't get a lot of views or whatever, I'm happy that, there's a lesson to be learned. And so I feel like that's defeated a lot of this. Maybe we'll call it, a zombie virus or whatever. And finally, with AI getting bigger and bigger, ChatGPT 5, GPT 9, whatever, in the back of our minds, we're all just thinking like we're literally going to get replaced, and then AI is just going to take over the whole world. And I mean, all of our jobs are literally about to get robbed unless you're in a special niche that's not easily replaceable. In that time, you just have a few years before that is replaced as well. And even though it feels really far away that's going to happen, it feels so close as well. And people feel like college is also becoming a scam as well. And the future used to be probably a few years ago when there was no ChatGPT, or we didn't think about AI, day to day. Now it's, okay, robots are literally around the corner and we're all about to be replaced. And it's brought a big depressive kind of tone onto our lives, because yes, robots are going to help so much, but there is a small chance where, why would they need humans at all? And so that's a huge factor and risk that is going to play out. And so luckily I do pursue YouTube, which I hope, helps fight against that. But ultimately, maybe it not be so useful in 200 years or whatever, when we're on Mars and we're all robots, and maybe we don't even, have brains, so we don't even need to watch YouTube or whatever. So, I mean, regardless, I think, to fight against that is just try to find a job or a part of your passion that is, not easily AI replaceable. But I think, unless you're super rich, we're all going to be turned into, machines or something. And there's not a lot that I've thought about that I can really fight against that. Maybe I'll probably die before we even reach that point. But I don't think so, assuming I'm quite young and just in my early 20s. And so, yeah, it's just something I wanted to talk about, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you did enjoy, please hit subscribe so we can hit 10,000 subscribers. Thank you.